finally revealed your real name on Ookie Spooky.
Wrong.
Ah. So it's wrong on the...
No, I just like saying the word wrong.
Okay.
Please continue with the question.
Okay.
It appears you finally revealed...
I decided to reveal it now after all these years of adamantly refusing.
That's a very good question. I'm not going to answer it, but it's a very good question. I'm kidding. I've always joked around. Now, obviously, you know, Voltaire, that is a one-word name. There's got to be more to it than that. So clearly there must be more to it. But I've in the past just gone by Voltaire, and I always felt, you know, it's good enough for me, it's got to be good enough for you, and that's all there is to it. However, I've always joked around that when I turned 40, I would kill Voltaire. And last January, on January 25th, I turned 40. And I thought, okay, well, I guess it's time to kill Voltaire. And then I realized that I had accumulated 20 years of equity, you know, behind this name. I've been an animator as Voltaire, and a musician as Voltaire, and a comic book creator, and a toy creator, etc. And I thought, I can't really kill off Voltaire because then I'd be sort of killing off all the equity I've built up. So I decided to use my whole name, which is Aurelio Voltaire Hernandez. You killed my father, prepare to die. So that's that. It's like a John Cougar Mellencamp kind of situation.
Right.
Yeah.
Double three name thing.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. So how did you get connected up with Cartoon Network to have Brains and Land of the Dead included in Billy and Mandy?
Many years ago, I was performing a show in Los Angeles, and there was a man who approached me after my show. He was wearing a flaming red zoot suit, and he had bleached white hair. And I remember him being 7 feet tall. I'm not sure why, but he had this giant bolero hat, and he came up to me and he said, "Hi, I'm a big fan, and I would really like to commission you to write a song for my show." And now it's L.A., and everyone in L.A. thinks they have a show, whether they do or not. So I looked at him and I said, "Well, what's the name of your show?" He said, "It's called Grim and Evil." I said, "I'd never heard of it." He said, "It's on Cartoon Network." I said, "All right, well, I'll go check it out." He said, "Well, it's not on the air yet." And I thought, oh, God, here we go. Okay, right. So anyway, this guy's jerking me off. So I tried to pawn When You're Evil off on him. I said, "Well, I got a song called When You're Evil. Use that." He's like, no, I want you to write a song for the show." I gave him my email address. I said, "If you're serious, contact me. We'll make it work." And sure enough, Maxwell Adams sent me an email a week later, and he mailed me like the first 3 episodes of the show, and he was quite clearly legit. And so we worked together on writing a song for the show called Brains. And then a couple of years later, you know, we've stayed in touch and we've become friends. And when I go out to L.A., we go drinking. And when he comes to New York, in sharp contrast, we go drinking. And subsequently, he invited me to write another song for the show. And that's how I did Land of the Dead.
All right. So whatever happened with Circus of Night? Did that ever come out?
Wow, Circus of Night. Okay, that's a good one.
I had to do research.
Yeah, that's even I had forgotten about Circus of Night. I was contacted many years ago, I think I want to say like the year 2000 or so, by this young lady who was I guess a choreographer of circuses, and she had an idea to make a circus called Circus of Night, which would be a dark, spooky circus, and she was in contact with Neil Gaiman to write the story. And she asked me if I would write all of the music, and quite frankly, I was very excited to do that. It was a challenge. And what you may not know is that at that time I was breaking up with my ex-girlfriend of 12 years, and I was living in New York, and I was very confused, and my life was in a great deal of turmoil. And when this circus thing came up, I would have to go to Seattle and live there for about 6 months. And the thought of running away with a circus, specifically a dark one, sounded like a really great idea. But then at the 11th hour, there was some funding issues, and the entire thing went away. And I was very much looking forward to working with Neil Gaiman, and it took many years until I did get to work with him on my book, Deddy the Evil Teddy, for which he wrote a story that I illustrated.
So now we'll take some time to go through some of your various ventures here. Have you been working on the next CD yet?
I have indeed. As you probably know, Ookie Spooky, which was in the works for about 5 years, the release date kept getting pushed back. On the website it said, Ookie Spooky coming in 2004,
Yeah.
coming in 2005, coming in 2006. Like, it really took a million years to make that record. That came out in July of 2007, this last July, and I am now hard at work at writing songs for the next CD, which I really hope to have out by Halloween. If I do it, it'll be amazing because it'll be the shortest amount of time I ever taken to release another record. But so far, it's kind of like a return to the Devil's Bris. It's less jazz and less jazzy. Like, Ookie Spooky is sort of like a big band Cab Calloway kind of feel to it. And this is going to be a little bit of a return to the anachronistic old world sound. There's going to be lots of pirates on the record, and I think a little steampunk perhaps. I don't know what that means, but there is a song about the Industrial Revolution, and there's never any electricity used in my band, so I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, let's shoot for Halloween '08.
All right. I heard a rumor that you might be making another Star Trek CD. Any truth to that?
There is no truth to that. I think maybe at some point at conventions people asked me about Band on Vulcan, and I said I'd like to do Band on Vulcan 2. Because I do have some Star Trek song ideas. I've been wanting to write a song about tribbles for like 5 years now, and I have no verses. I just have the chorus, which is, 500,000 tribbles taking up the cargo hold. They're fuzzy and they're cute, but I can never find the hole. But that's as far as that song goes, unfortunately. And then I got this Star Wars rap that I've been wanting to do for about 5 years, but I just can never find the time, called Darth Vader Was a Black Man. And it's about how Darth Vader, he sort of represents, white man's fear of the black man, and towards the end you find out that he's just a herpes-headed baby-faced whitey with some wrinkly old white rich guy pulling the strings as usual, and it's very disappointing. And the entire thing would be sung in like a Public Enemy style, and I don't think I would even release it as myself. I'd release it as Republic Enemy. But now I guess I just gave away the whole joke, so there's no point in doing it.
That's too bad.
Oh well.
That'd be great. Should at least do it live.
Yeah, maybe.
Dark side royalty. I'm far renowned in the underground, and